Hello students, I am Rupali Chaure, Assistant Professor in CSE Department of SIRT Bhopal. So today we are going to learn about a very important topic, that is traveling salesman problem using branch and bound method. And this topic is related to the analysis and design of algorithm subject that is currently going on in fourth semester of your RGPV curriculum. So let's begin the topic. So this is the topic which we are going to discuss today, traveling salesman problem using branch and bound method. So one by one we learn what is the traveling salesman problem actually and how we can solve it by using branch and bound approach. Okay. So first we'll learn about what is the problem statement of traveling and salesman problem. So as its name suggests, simply it is the problem of a traveling salesman who goes from city to city, and there are two main targets for him. He has to travel all the cities assigned to him, and all the cities must be covered exactly once, and obviously he has to take the shortest route. So the traveling salesman problem is based on a real life scenario where a salesman from a company has to start from his own city and visit all the assigned cities exactly once and return to his home till the end of the day. The exact problem statement goes like this. Given a set of cities and distances between every pair of cities, the problem is to find the shortest possible route that visits every city exactly once and returns to the starting point. So here two important points are there, that each and every city should be visited only once. There is a starting point and the salesman wants to prefer the shortest path. So how can we find out the shortest path for him? So these are two basic problems in solving this traveling salesman problem. What are the 2 points? Visit every city exactly once and cover the shortest path. There are two important things to be clear, which are shown here. Now, let us discuss about what is a branch and bound method. It is a algorithmic design technique in which we use to solve such a problem like traveling salesman problem, where by using branch and bound algorithms for traveling salesman problem can be formulated in a variety of ways. The one case we will discuss here, without loss of generality, we can assume that every tour starts and ends at city 1. So the solution space S is given by 1, pi and 1, where pi is the permutation of 2, 3, 4 up to n, where n is the total number of cities given here. So this is the way we will clear this in the example in the next slides. So this is our example we are taking to solve. Suppose we have given these 5 cities A, B, C, D and E, and our salesman has to visit each and every city exactly once, and he is currently standing at city A here. Now, what we will do, and you can see here, there are weights given in this graph. For each and every route, there are weights shown. These weights indicate the distance between these two nodes or these two cities. Okay, so in this way, if we manually want to search the shortest path, then it will take a long time, and we have to generate all the permutation combination sequences to find the shortest path. So by using branch and bound method, what we will do, we'll discuss here. First, we will use the lower bound. What is the lower bound? For each city I, find the sum Si of the distances from city I to the two nearest cities. Compute the sum S of these two numbers, divide the result by 2 and round up if all distances are integers. In our example, you can see here, lower bound is equal to 1 plus 3. So from where 1 plus 3 is here? For city A. We are starting from city A. So we will take the two shortest path of emerging from this city A. So all the paths emerging from A are this A to E, which is of 8 distance, A to C, which is 1, A to D, which is 5, and A to B, which is 3. So among these 4 paths, we have two shortest paths, which are 1 and 3. So we are taking 1 plus 3 for calculating the lower bound by node A. Okay, for B, as you can see, which are the two shortest paths emerging from city B, 3 and 6. So here you can see 3 plus 6 for B node. Now next for C, you can see 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 for C node. Next for D node, the shortest two paths are 3 and 4. Here you can see. So we will add up these two, 3 and 4. And last one, E node. For E node, these 4 paths are there and the shortest two paths are 2 and 3. So here we have written 2 plus 3. So we'll calculate this sum and we'll divide it by 2 and we'll get a number which will be called lower bound. We will take it as a lower bound. Now let us discuss how to create this state space tree. So in branch and bound method, first we calculate the lower bound and then we create this state space tree. Now we'll take the starting city, that is A in our example, and we will put the lower bound here, that is 14. Now we will draw all the possible paths emerging from A. A to B, there is a path, A to C, there is a path, A to D, there is a path, and A to E, there is a path. Now we can see here, what is the lower bound here? 14. And what is the lower bound for D? That we have to calculate. What is the lower bound for E? That we have to calculate. We'll calculate it like that only, and it will become 16 and 19. And for A to C, we will not have any lower bound value. So we will further visit only B node, which is situated at the lower bound of the node A. Okay. So further we proceed in this, we will take all the possible paths from B. So from B we can go to C, from B we can go to D, and from B there is also a path from to E. So all these three nodes are there and we are writing the path travel since. So A to B we have traveled up to now, and from B to C we have traveled up to now. In all these three, we can see that we have two lower bound values, that are 16 and 16 here for this C node and D node. So we will calculate both of them further. From C we can proceed to node D, and from C we can again proceed to E. So, and also there is a return path from E to A and from D to A, these two nodes. Now the lower bound of these two are 24 and 19. For this node we can calculate these two values. From D we can go to C node, from D we can go to E node. Now lower bound of these two values are 24 and 16. So we have traveled all the nodes, all the 5 cities from here. After A, B, C, D, we will go to only E city, and from E there is a path to A, like this only. A, B, C, E. The remaining city is D, so we will go to D, and from D we will go to again A, that is the original city from where we started traveling. And like this we will add up the last remaining node or city, that is E here, and here the remaining city is C. All the possible paths are there for returning back to the original point. So we can see here that the lower bound values are calculated, and the least lower bound value here is the 16 for the last one, this node. So we can say that this is an optimal tour for the salesman. This is the worst, inferior. This is the first tour, means he can travel city by city. This is the, we can say, alphabetical or first tour originating from by path, means the first path emerges from that node and he takes it, then it is the first tour. This is better than first tour. This is inferior because the lower bound value is 24. So it will take long time to travel in this sequence, and this is our optimal tool. So in this way, by calculating the lower bound value for each and every node, and by creating a state space tree for all the possible routes for this graph, we can calculate the optimal tour for a traveling salesman. So like this branch and bound state space tree we have shown here. In this we can include all the tours, then only 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, and here 2, 1 and 2, 1 is included. So what is the meaning of bounding here in the branch and bound? With each vertex in the tree, we associate a lower bound on the cost of any tour in the set represented by the vertex. The computation of these lower bounds is a major labor-saving device in any branch and bound algorithm. Therefore, much thought should be given to obtain tight bounds. Okay. Assume that we have constructed a specific complete tour with cost is equal to m. If the lower bound associated with the set of tours represented by a vertex V is m, and m is greater than or equal to m, then no need to search further for descendants of V for the optimum tour. Okay, so this is the method by which we can find out the optimal tour for a traveling salesman problem by using branch and bound method. Okay, so thank you very much, students. Stay tuned, keep learning. Thank you.